Hello viewers, I welcome you to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be teaching how to derive quadratic formula. We recall from the general form of a quadratic equation that says ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So we are going to be deriving quadratic formula from the general form of a quadratic equation. The first rule says take the constant term to the other side of the equation. We have the constant term to be plus c, so we are taking plus c to the other side of the equation. So we have ax squared plus bx equal to minus c, plus crossing the bridge of equality sign, change to minus. Alright, the next rule says divide all through by the coefficient of x squared, and the coefficient of x squared is a, so we are dividing all through by a. We have ax squared divided by a plus bx divided by a equal to minus c divided by a. A cancels a. We have x squared plus b over ax equal to minus c over a. Right. The next rule says square the half of the coefficient of x and add to both sides of the equation. The coefficient of x is b over a, so we are taking the half of b over a, square it, then add to both sides of the equation. So how do we know the half of b over a? We know it when we divide it by 2. So we have b over a divided by 2. B over a multiplied by 1 over 2, which is equal to b over 2a. So the half of b over a is b over 2a. We are going to square this and add to both sides of the equation. So we have x squared plus b over ax plus b over 2a all squared equal to minus c over a plus b over 2a all squared. So we have added it to both sides of the equation. So we can simplify this. We have x squared plus b over ax plus b over 2a all squared equal to minus c over a plus, when we open this bracket, we have b squared minus 4a squared. We can further simplify this also. So we have x squared plus b over ax plus b over 2a all squared equal to minus, let's take the square root, sorry, the LCM rather. So the LCM is 4a squared. 4a squared divided by a, we have 4a. 4a multiplied by c, we have minus 4ac plus 4a divided by 4a squared divided by 4a squared, we have 1, and 1 multiplied by b squared, we have b squared. So let's rewrite this. X squared plus b over ax plus b over 2a all squared, which is equal to b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Alright. The next rule says factorize. So we are going to factorize the left hand side of the equation. When you factorize this, you have x plus b over 2a all squared. How? Alright. Because b over 2a is the half of the coefficient of x, and it is being squared. So when you have it like this, definitely you have your factorized form to be x plus b over 2a, everything all squared. You can open the bracket to check, which is equal to b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Alright, the next rule says take the square root of both sides. Square root of x plus b over 2a all squared, which is equal to, and I said when you're taking the square root of the right hand side of the equation, you need to add plus or minus. Why? Because square root gives both the negative value and the positive value of a number. So we add plus or minus while taking the square root, b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Right? Square root cancels square. we have x plus b over 2a equal to plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Alright. We can simplify this. We have x plus b over 2a, which is equal to plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over square root of 4a squared. We have x plus b over 2a equal to plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by. The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of a squared is a. So we have it like this. Then we make x a subject of formula. We have our x to be equal to minus b over 2a. When you take plus b over 2a to the other side of the equation, you have minus b over 2a plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. We have the denominator to be 2a. Also, we have the denominator to be 2a, so we can combine them together. We have x equals to, when we take the LCM, the LCM is 2a. Alright, we have succeeded in deriving the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula says x is equal to any variable, either x or y, is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything over 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like the video, and don't also forget to turn on the notification, because in the next video I will be using quadratic formula to solve quadratic equation, and you cannot afford to miss it. You can't afford to miss it. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.